fuck? I look like goddamn Jabba the Hutt. Holy shit. Goddamn, I'm like fucking Christ. Yuck. Look at me. I'm like Jesus. Ugh, I really let myself go this time. Like Jesus. Aw, shit. Like Jesus. Sorry guys, one moment. Sorry guys, one moment. There we go. Oops. There. Okay, here we go. I just had to message someone a link. Just in case if they were awake. But here we go. We're good. We good now. And this time it's actually working. It's Crash Bandicoot! Scratch Bandicoot 2! Cortex Strikes Back! It's Crash Bandicoot! What? Damn it, I can't talk today. I think I need a drink. And my hair looks weird, and my fucking shirt makes you look fat. I think it's just my shirt, because it's not even tight fitting. I don't know. I don't understand anymore. I hate food. Wait, did I not finish the last level? Oh, okay. I remember now. I got the gem, but I didn't get the crystals. The crystals. Left. Like in that one weird part where, like, in the original, like the original second one. Holy crap. No skill. I thought I was gonna be too exhausted to do this, but... Oh, let's just get out of there. I know how to pick my battles. This is the way to do it. Oh boy. Wah, 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 wah. No! Oh my god, that was close. Holy crap! Ah! Damn it. Oh, I'm doing so bad. It's like I forget about depth perception. How that works. Oh man, I almost just crawled to my doom. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh no! No! Oh, I could have helicoptered. God. Maybe it's just this damn small ass border. But I mean, it has to do that so like the screen isn't compressed. Yeah, I could just do that. God, that must suck getting friggin' like fucking slugged like that in the head. That thing must weigh a ton with all that water filling up in it. Like, he's got some fucking arms, dude. I hate these guys. Here we go, finally. Oh yeah, I've already done this shit. Because I had the crystals. I tried my best, you guys, and I failed. Damn it. Drawing a line. Oh, there we go. Skill. Do you think that I would know to do that in my youth? No. Look at me. I'm that journalist that was playing Cuphead. How do I jump? The only difference is it would actually show how to jump in the background. I still fucking rag on that guy, but I mean, Jesus, it said that he's like a veteran fucking game reviewer. So, like, it really shows, like, how a fucking game review works if these assholes can't fucking play a game. Holy crap. Oops. Last time I actually tapped that TNT, but somehow I didn't set that shit off. Sucks that I have to waste all that good stuff, but at least I got the boxes. Yeah, that's all that matters. I have a decent amount of lives spooled up, so... Another time. I think therefore I am. God, my singing voice is so rusty. It really is. Like, I'm like trying to sing anything now, and it's just so fucking rusty, dude. Because I just don't like to sing in front of people. Hell, I can't even play VR in front of people. I friggin' was playing the Oculus at the mall, and like I just broke out in severe sweats, and I was so nervous because everyone was watching me, and like I didn't have the depth perception at first because you kind of have to get it down, and like I'm trying to grab stuff with the Oculus and trying to grab a fucking soda can, and everyone's watching, so I just break out in a huge amount of sweat. Like, I probably look like a jackass right now. So embarrassing, dude. I had to tell the guy that he should replace the fucking sweatband on it or clean it, because it was gross. Alright, what does that do? Okay. Yeah. Oh, man. Damn it. That was terrible. Oh, okay, so I see what you can do. Die. But I already got that gem, so it doesn't matter. Oh wait, no, I've died. I realized. It died. Oh no! Get out of the way. Crunch. I gotta break it to you, I'm not the brightest of the bunch. See, what did I say? There. Again, with the boxes. I never learn. Just one of those off days. Nice. The game or the show? Well, the game. There's like a million games. Although Pokemon Snap is probably one of the best ones. I missed my N64. Nice. I used to watch that all the time. Although I had VHSs because I never had cable because I lived in the middle of the woods. I never had internet, like actual internet, until 2012. Believe it or not. After I graduated high school, That's true, yeah. What? No, you gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding, no! Oh, that one box. I'm upset. Now I know how the people feel. Here we go. Splat. I love that.
So, you want to go a few rounds? When this is over, we'll see who is obsolete.
Yeah, the music, I have to agree, some of it's not as catchy as the originals. I kind of wish he had a choice between them. Although I feel as though the music's more fitting in this version. I feel as though, yeah, it's just kind of better. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I bet they are gonna make a remaster of Spyro, because they said that this made a lot of money, and this was on top of the sales chart for like a whole month. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I was saying, was that the music needs to... Although I most likely they are gonna redo the music. But they should at least give us the choice between it. Wow, I'm actually having an easier time with this than with him in Crash 2, when you have to huck the things at him. Although I am almost dead. I'm not even paying attention. But yeah, they gotta do a remaster of Spyro. They, now I'm repeating myself. But yeah, topped the UK sales charts this did for like a whole month, beating out everything else that was coming out after. It was that nuts. I don't know how well it did here, but I don't doubt that it sold poorly. They were super surprised, they said, with the success of this game. Oh wait, there's a second part to this, isn't there? I was gonna say, that was relatively easy, but I'm like mostly dead now. Hey, wait, no fair. He gets he gets all his health back. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Star Fox. I just realized. Like the second boss, if you don't go the alternate route, and you don't teleport to Sector Z and like those weird rings. And the really sassy monkey. Where he's just like, I'm no match for you. I admit defeat. Even though you, like, defeat him in, like, 2 hits. I do want to play the original Star Fox for Super Nintendo. Yes, the fruit bazooka, my favorite. Now I can shoot the chickens in the first level. There's no point to it, but, I mean, you get to... Oh yeah, fun fact about Steve Copeland is that in his Greatest Hits album, one of the songs in it is from Spyro.
Yet again, Engine has failed to defeat you.
What? For this we must destroy you!
Oh, my aching head. I'm not feeling myself these days. So the end is in sight. Gather another 5 crystals, and again you will have foiled my plan. Or will you?
Will I? It's fine. I mean, you know, I used to tell people... Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I used to tell people I would see their stream or whatever, and things change. I know how that's like when there's some people that haven't made videos in forever, because you have to watch it, and like if it's your favorite person, I understand. Completely. Yeah, that was really dumb of me. The original version of this, that was the first game I ever played, was Crash Warped. And I'm having a hard time with it. Even though, like, the original, I can just speed run right through. Or at least I could. Like, the first level, I would just kind of go through it real quick, and everyone would be like, how do you do that? And it's just like, because I played this when I was 5. Yeah, that... Oh, yeah, there we go. I was sort of just watching your comments. But yeah, I mean, you know. What did he say? Why he was on hiatus for a while, or? Because I know there's a few people on YouTube where there are people on YouTube that I watch and I have to, it's just, yeah, the reason why I get distracted is because I never really have people comment on my videos. Even though in my last live stream, someone was telling me how to play as Coco, and it's just like... And it's just like, I already knew this. Oops. Like, how to play. Ah, so he likes to... I mean, you know, at least he's not putting his personal life into it, because I hate it when there's some people that try to put their personal life, unless if it's something serious. But I mean, if he wants to keep his personal life private, I don't mind with that. People do that. But yeah. Oh yeah, then there was this other guy that was telling me how to play, which I didn't mind. You know, I've never 100%ed this game. He told me to ignore boxes on one level. Oh. Oh, okay. I see. Which is good. I think that's a good thing. Keep it about the game, unless, you know, if there's something interesting, like if something weird happened today, you know. Oh yeah, I have to go back and hit those other boxes. I don't remember these levels as much as the earlier ones, but it's because when I was little, I never got this far as much. Like I would, and also we didn't have a memory card. Yes. Like everything, like where you live. Like what? Yeah, that's a good thing to not do, because then there could be some asshole that will try to SWAT you. Like, they'll legit call the SWAT team on you, and that's scary. Like, people have been seriously hurt from that. Like, they'll just break into your house, and they'll think that you're, like, a danger. But now, like, the consequences of doing that are much higher now. So, like, you can get in deeper shit for doing that. Oh, okay. Which it's good to say something if your daughter's screaming in the background so no one's concerned, you know? Because I had neighbors where their kids would just scream all the time. They already moved out, but, like, they weren't... she would just be outside and, like, ignoring the kids, and they would just be screaming, or they'd be out naked on the deck with everyone being able to see. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you meant, like, cries or something. If it was something like that. Like, you know, there's nothing wrong with kids on a live stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, then that's fine. That helps so much. Yeah. I mean, even if she does have a fit, you can just be like, yeah, she's having a fit. Nothing too big. But, you know, yeah. Nothing wrong with kids in the live stream. I don't have kids, so I don't really, like, know. Oh, wow. That's what it used to do when you bounced on them in the other game, I thought. Like, I wouldn't really know, but I've with Brittany's little sisters, I would have them in a live stream if they wanted to. I don't know how much it is now, but when it was released, it was 40 bucks. Like, it's not even a full-priced game, which is weird. And it's like 3 full games. Like, I was expecting it to be full-priced, but I pre-ordered this game. Oh, that's my biggest fear, because I have, like, all the pre-order stuff from Gran Turismo 6 on my PS3, and my PS3 is ancient. It's not the backwards compatible PS3, but it's still the big model. Tokyo Jungle is a fun game. Like, I never even, like, heard of it. Ooh, yeah. That's my biggest fear, because then I have 2 PS3s, and the other one was my brother's. He gave it to me after he got his PS4, because I had no room on my old PS3. And I don't know any of his login stuff, and I've been buying and downloading things with his account. Like, not his card or anything, but I've been buying cards. He doesn't even have a card. And that's my biggest fear, is just losing everything. Yeah. Which is strange, because the PS2 is what made them, like, heat up and have problems. Because it literally has a PS2 built into it. Ooh. That's really terrible. Man. That's what I fear. Because I have, like, DLC and stuff. I don't buy a lot of games downloaded. Unless if it's just much cheaper to buy it that way. Like, if there's, like, a PS1 game that's, like, 60 bucks for PS1 and it's only, like, 5. Yeah. I did want a Super Slim just because I wouldn't have to... It's less moving parts in it. Because it doesn't have the disc tray, but at the time when I bought my brother's PS3 for him, it was like they were expensive, but now they're like $120 at Walmart. Ugh. Yeah, I have mine too, but they don't work either. I can't beat the game. It does work, but you can't fight Nasty Nork at the end. It sucks. Tokyo Jungle is a good game. I have it, and I played it. I like the Pomeranian. And I just failed. I love the... Like, that's probably my favorite part, is the Pomeranian. Because I like dogs, and dogs are cool. And I don't know why, I'm not really like a little dog person, but I like Pomeranians. And I got the DLC with it for the white Pomeranian, so it looks like that one Gabe, where they all made like the music with him. It's probably a little easier as a Panther, because Pomeranians are small and die from everything. I don't recall, I haven't played it lately. I mostly just tested it, because I bought it on this disc with like these other games. So, I did survive for a while, but it was just mostly a test. So I do have to get into that game though. I haven't really had time to really play video games. It's like the first time in a while. Well, except I've been playing Prey a lot. But that game is really good, though, and I do have to get into it. I buy more games than I have time to play. I have so many games, and now I don't even have time to test them half the time, or I'm just mostly too lazy. I used to be like the best at the motorcycle levels, but I think something's different. The vehicles all feel different in this. Yeah, that's what I figured, because like the Pomeranian like can get eaten by anything, whereas a panther actually can kill things. Nibble, nibble. Speed limit 155. I don't even think cars went that fast back then. That's probably it too. That, I don't know, everyone says that's sort of a thing too. Which I believe it. Like, now I can't even, like, play as, Bentley the Yeti in Spyro 3. Like, I can't do it. Like, I remember being able to, like, do it and have fun, but the boxing thing is so difficult now. I ended up giving up on it. I never really got far in that game until, like, last year. Because, again, we didn't have a memory card, and also that was my sister's thing with Spyro, and she just wouldn't let us play it. But I was so close to beating the first game, and then the discs just stopped working one day. But I do have to buy that game again, but it's like, it's like $30. I haven't, but I mean, that's definitely worth it, 'cause it's a long game. Spyro is like one of the best games ever. I never had it. Like, I had an N64, but it was like when the Wii was relevant. Like, we got it from my grandpa. He got it from like a yard sale for like $5 with all the good games for it. So, but we were always PlayStation, so that was our first two games, was Crash 3 and Spyro 1. I think that was the only new game we had, was like the fresh release at the time was Crash Warped. Then Spyro was like greatest hit, so it was like $20. I don't recall, I was really young, but I remember unwrapping it, and I didn't even understand what it was. I didn't understand. I think my sister may have. But we do have a home video of us opening up the PS2. We got that a year after that came out. And like my sister was like, was like freaking out, like it was like the greatest thing ever. It was so funny. Like everyone else was like, yes! But she was like, it was like the greatest thing. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen her so excited for anything since, but it's just so funny, her shocked face. It's a PlayStation 2! But sadly that one didn't last long. The PS2... Was it the PlayStation Underground demos? Because I did have those, and it had a demo of Spyro in one of them. We didn't even have Crash Team Racing till years later. I always played a demo of Crash Team Racing on Spyro 3, I think it was. Come on. Yeah, those are sweet. I actually bought one of those recently. They're actually really cheap, and it was mint. Like, it looked like it hadn't even been played. Really. I lost mine a while ago. We really didn't take any care of anything back then. But, I bought the same one we had, and it was only like $5 on eBay, and it looks really mint. I do want to get the other ones. Volume 1 is pretty expensive. And the only time I ever see it is if it's sealed. Sweet. That's what I used to do for a while, was just be on eBay and Amazon just looking at everything. Like, I would just... Like, if on my Amazon wish lists, it's just filled with all the games I need to get, and then every time I get a game, through whatever means, I just delete it off of it. I use it as, like, a list of games that I want to get. And it's pretty long. My PS4 one is pretty long, but that's because I threw the VR in it, in the same list too. And plus I put in like weird controllers, accessories and stuff. I have a bunch of weird controllers for my PS1, but I bought them all when they were worthless, but now some of them are worth some money. And that's when I worked and I had to not pay for anything, and that was the first time I ever actually had money in my life. So I'd literally spend like over $100 like on shipments of stuff. Like, I would sit there on eBay, just throw a bunch of things into my cart and just buy it. And that's how I got like all my controllers and stuff. Like, I got like 4 DualShock controllers from my PS1 in different colors. I got like 4 of like the early PS1 controllers without the analog sticks. I got the one in between with the longer handles. Yeah, that's what my friend did. He has like all the Shonen Jump issues, like up until the last ones. Like I think he literally has like all of them. But like he had like up until the last publication. I think he canceled it after that. And he has like a huge bookshelf just filled with manga. And I died again. I need to get shelves for my video game stuff. Yeah, the only, like, I never really kept track of what was good and what wasn't for games until like 2007. Ooh. Oh my god, I can't believe I was gonna fall for the same thing a 3rd time in a row. A monkey! Holy cow. That is true now that I think about it, because I used to have a bunch of car books and they're like still in my friend's basement. Because the tote was so heavy, because I just had these huge thick car books. And that was like before I had internet, so I don't really buy them anymore, because you can just go online and look that stuff up. But I just had like just books and books and books, and they were so like awesome. But I never really moved in my life. Yeah. I never really played Crash 1 because my friend had it, but it never worked. Oh my god, that was so close. Oh, I was like 1 centimeter away of detonating myself. But I did play that one, and it's hard. it's difficult. The first game is so hard. It's much easier on this trilogy because the control is a little better and you're not forced to use the D-pad. Some people do prefer using the D-pad with this version too, because you can do that. But the D-pad just doesn't feel that great on this controller. Like, it's not built with playing games like this in mind. It's just for selecting like little menus and stuff. Whereas like an analog stick is better for these types of games anyway. Especially since 2 and 3 were built with analog in mind. Sup? Ah! Alright, here we go. It does help my live streams when there's people talking, because then I just kind of ramble on about random things if I don't have anyone talking. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what's even worse is if you didn't have a DualShock controller, the dual analog controller, because that game required it. Ooh, crash, boom, bang. Ew. That's what happens, because I think that I'm talking, but then I watch my live stream right after, and it's like horrendous, and I just tell myself to shut up. But yeah, crash, boom, bang. Talk about one of the smelliest turds of all time. Ugh. Super bad. And I like Mario Party. And that thing's like... I liked Crash Bash too. Some people are kind of mixed about it. It just kind of... Yeah. That's why a lot of my earlier live streams are privatized, because they're so bad, or I just get overly frustrated and I just look like a complete baby. But it does help with the, when they... Oh yeah, I love the dust effects in this game. We had the DualShock bundle for the PS1. Like, that was our bundle. We got the DualShock bundle and stuff. I didn't even know that the original controllers existed for PS1 without the analog sticks until, like, the 20th anniversary PS4 came out. Because they had pictures of it with the gray controller that was the same color. But, then there was that one without the analog sticks, and I thought that was like a third-party controller, because we had third-party controllers like that, and they had wretched D-pads. I know, it looks so good. This is probably how I imagined it when I was 5, like how amazing it looked. I did too. I saw that, and I was just like... and it was so cool, but they made a limited amount and now they're all like $1,000. But oh yeah, I have that theme too. I had to get it. My brother, like when they first announced it, because I didn't have a PS4 until the PS4 Pro launched. That's when I got it. It was November 10th of last year. And so, my brother Tristan, when he got his PS4 a year before me, it was weird. He got it the exact same day a year before, because he wanted to play Fallout 4 so bad, and he saved up all his money, and he was like 16, and it was really cool. that he did that. I got to play Fallout 4 when he wasn't home, because he rarely was ever home, and he was like, and it was so cool. So, I got that theme first thing when I booted this thing up, before I even played any games. After I set up the account and everything, I got that theme, and I'm just like, every time my friend comes over and it plays, we just sit there and go like, oh! Yeah, I think with Spyro, I got a feeling at the PlayStation, the Paris Games Week, they said that they had big announcements for PlayStation VR and PS4, so I'm guessing that they will have announcements, and maybe they'll have an announcement for that. Nice. Lucky. At the time, what? Okay. Yeah, I got it. I know. Now they can make them round. That's right. I didn't have a PS4, and I was... You know what? I wish that the chat didn't have lag, because I could have done that. Oh well, I can revisit this level anyway. I just realized that. I forget things. But yeah, I didn't have a PS4, and at the time I was playing Gran Turismo 6, which came out when the PS4 came out. And so I was just perfectly satisfied. Yep. I saw that comment as soon as I left. I was just like, ah! I can't wait to see Spyro, though. I know they're gonna do it. They'd be fools to not do it. I got a feeling it's either gonna be that or a remaster of Crash Team Racing. I got a feeling it's gonna be one of those things. I don't know. Who knows? I know they're gonna do both eventually. I don't know which one they're gonna do first. I kind of hope that they do.
Crash, Coco, remember, it is not only Dr. Cortex that we battle. Beware of Uka Uka, my children. He is a far more dangerous enemy than anyone can imagine.
How far am I in the game? Oh yeah, you're telling me that now? It might be... Yeah, they gotta do it. They have to. It makes sense that they're gonna do it. Like, it only makes sense. If they're remastering this, and Activision owns the rights to both of them, so it only makes sense. I mean, come on. I know, I do too. They're not that bad. Some people really hate them. I don't know if it's because in the original it was more stiff. But amazing looking games for PS1 are like Crash, Spyro, Gran Turismo, the original looks phenomenal. Yeah, exactly. It makes sense. I do wish I had, like, a computer to do live streams with older games, because I would definitely do that. I don't have Minecraft. My friends do, and they probably want me to play it anyway. I don't have Overwatch either. I don't really have a lot of games for my PS4 because right now we got a new car and we're paying for that, so like I can't like just spend money with my ooh, I'm about to die. And I mean, I was paying attention to this too. I was just sort of looking for health. But yeah, then I could do that. Damn. Minecraft isn't that expensive though, right? So I mean, I could probably get that eventually. And I mean, my friends have it for PS4, I think. So yeah, I just gotta get more games. I have PlayStation Plus also now, because I never really bothered with multiplayer games, because I initially didn't have PlayStation Plus. Yeah, 20 bucks ain't bad. I can do that. I also just didn't want to, like, fill my PS4. Yeah, I could probably do that then. Even though the next game I'm getting is Gran Turismo Sport, because Gran Turismo's my baby. Yes. Multiplayer. I mean, as long as, like, because I played Minecraft when it was, like, relatively new, and the people I played it with, I didn't enjoy it with them, so I didn't really care for it all that much. Oh no! Again! And it really helps with games when you have someone to play with if you're playing online. Yeah, everyone at school had it all downloaded on their school laptops. It was funny. My laptop is a Chromebook, so it's not even a legit PC at all. Like, it's not even close. All it can literally do is Word documents and go online. That's it. I bought it for like 80 bucks because I got sick of tablets because I kept breaking them like a moron. And I had a phone, and I just wanted something that would play my games. Which, you know, I bet it was wonderful, because I would love to have a PC, like a desktop, and just have it for live streams mostly. Because, I mean, I'm satisfied with my PS4 for games, but I would just have it so then, like, I could live stream, like, old games on it. I could live stream some shooting games, some PlayStation Move games, because it's so funny watching me play. Like, I've recorded a video once of me playing it, and just to see, like, how I looked when I played it, and I look like a jackass, even though I feel like I'm, like... But I'm hardcore with motion controls. Like, I have poor motor skills. Oh... Hallelujah! 4% health! Why was your computer thrown out the window? Though, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm like the motion control king. I know, at 4% health too. It was so close. I would love to have a PC to play some PC VR games too. Like, that would probably be the only reason I would go all out on a PC. I'm getting a PlayStation VR when, like, tax returns come in. Because I can't afford it right now. But I'm gonna get that, get the gun. Hopefully they'll have newer Move controllers, because this is starting to become an issue. they do have updated ones with a longer battery, which that's not what I want. I want analog sticks, because this isn't enough. And also, these are 5 years old, or like 6 years old. Ooh. I don't know. Landlords are never really the best. I don't know, like, what it is, but most landlords I know. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with landlords, to be honest, because all the ones that I've known have done that. Like, we used to live above this store, and the furnace broke at the apartment, and we were paying like $1,000 a month. My mom was. And literally, I would wake up in the middle of the night and I was just like, literally, I could see my breath, and there was like icicles in my nose because it was so bad. God damn. That's really terrible, though. I mean, I've never had anyone throw anything out of my window, but I'd be, like, super mad. But I know, like, people that would do that, too. I mean, it's especially awful that it's his mom, you know, that's doing that. That's throwing all your stuff out. That's, like, really terrible. Oh, no. Oh, the tweaker broke in. I would still be mad, too. Anyway, like, that a relative. Yeah, I would still be mad at her anyway, though, that she didn't do anything. Like, she should have made her pay up and just friggin'... Damn. You know, that's really terrible that that happened. Okay, well, that... Even then... Like, her throwing all that stuff out was just terrible. Yeah, if you're still paying rent, you know, then that definitely doesn't make sense. Like, even if you weren't paying rent, you still shouldn't have thrown all your stuff out like that. Okay, now that I can see. Yeah. Exactly. Like, you know, doing what's best for your kid, and that's like the #1 thing to do. So, you know. Well, shit, can't do that. Maybe I can... Damn it. Yeah, like, sometimes it happens. Like... I mean, sometimes you do gotta move. Like, the current place we have... Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Like, to tell people, you know. Like, I mean, unless you're saying, like, really inappropriate things that are questionable, or, like, you say you like to kill people or burn cats or something. That's not... that's where the line's drawn. But yeah, like, our apartment is fine. Yeah, that's definitely not a good place. Like, our place is fine, I think. But it's not really a good place for a kid, because even though it has a backyard, it's a one-bedroom apartment. And we basically have no room for anything. Like, I don't even know where I'd put my VR. Like, I would have to put it on the coffee table. I'd have to get a stand and put it on the coffee table, because we have no room. We were gonna get the apartment downstairs eventually, but it, okay, I am super blind. That's true. Now, there were... Wow, that's actually awesome that I got LS. Yeah. People, they had to... For the, what was it? The Playroom? Which is a free app on your PS4. It's that one that you can only use with a camera. I don't like the dark levels. They get too dark, and it is nervous. Like, look at that. I can't see a thing. But, yeah, like, they had to turn off, like, video editing for the Playroom, because people were using it to, like, live stream hookah parties, and, live, cams, like, fucking sex cams and stuff. It's terrible. Yeah. Oh boy. I knew that was coming. But yeah, they were doing that, and they were, like, live streaming orgies and stuff. So they had to remove the video editing for the Playroom VR for a while. Or not, yeah. That's what I thought. That's what was listed, like, in an article. And I thought that, like, hookah parties, I'm just like, yeah. Hookah parties. I didn't really think, I mean, if they were, like, smoking crack or something, I could understand. Alright, this is gonna, like, probably, yeah, I'm gonna die, aren't I? I cannot see at all. Yeah, they were doing really inappropriate stuff for, you know. Oh. Yeah. Exactly, like, that's what I was thinking, was that, oh my god, I cannot see at all. Ah, okay, now I can see where I am. No! Yeah. That's what I was saying. But, I mean, yeah. I could not see a thing. I might just rush through it, because, I can't even, like, I don't even think I could. I didn't even get the gem. The blue gem anyway. or do that thing, so I think I might just rush it. Just because I rushed it too much. Yeah, here in Maine, it's legal. A blind playthrough. But yeah. Blind. Now, if being blind like that was it, although I could imagine something like that in like VR, like being in the darkness like that, I would lose my shit because I don't really like, unless if I'm sleeping, I don't like to be in the pitch dark and not knowing what I'm doing. Like, I don't like any lights on when I'm sleeping. I like to have like the TV off, lights off, everything. But like, other than that, like if I'm trying to exist and there's no lights, I watch too many movies where darkness is not your friend. Yeah, darkness is not my old friend, so yeah. Ooh, yeah, I missed boxes and that, yeah. I probably could have got the gem too, had I had not done that. I would definitely would love to live stream the iToy games and connect. Silly things like that. I like how he just pulls stuff out like that. It's great. I love how irritated he looks.
I'm sorry. This is the part where I'm supposed to be angry, full of rage, incensed beyond belief. Once again, you have outsmarted and outspun my best henchman. I should be rather upset, shouldn't I?
And in fact, we're furious. But it seems to have overlooked one small detail, you little orange delivery boy. Now that you have gathered all the crystals, all we have to do is take them from you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, like... Yeah, I'd love to do that. I wish I had an NES Classic too, but they didn't really make a lot of them, but they are gonna make more next year, they said. And more, SNES Classics. But they already made... Yes. You know what? That's actually a really good idea. Even though I only have like 5 subscribers, or 6. That would be great. I would love to live stream Sims also. It's a good game. They're good games to make videos on. I think I heard it was summer of next year, but I think that would be a better idea, and at least make more NES classics, because they already made enough. Like, they made well, I mean, they made SNES classics. The shipment this time was more than what they did the entire run of NES classics. And they're still going to ship more SNES classics, so they did it better this time. Like, some stores only got like 2 NES classics, but this time places, like, the minimum, it was like 10 SNES classics. And that was like a week, but maybe they'll do more this time, of like another 20. I'd love to get my hands on an SNES. Star Fox 2 alone, but also because SNES games aren't really that cheap anymore. And having them in HD, because our current TV, yeah, see, like, they actually made a good amount this time. There were still people that didn't get them, but they are going to make more shipments of them, so it's perfect. Yeah. That, which is sweet that they did that. Like, already, like, they've made more SNES classics than the whole run of NES classics. So it looks like just about everyone will be able to get their hands on one. My friend has a Super Nintendo, but he never sets his up, so we never get to play Star Fox or anything. I would love to have the Super Scope for the SNES. That'd be sweet. But they, for the Wii U, they do have Duck Hunt and Wild Gunman for NES, but you use a Wii remote for it, which is perfect. I'd love to see some remastered Time Crisis and like Virtua Cop. Ah! Nintendo. Yes. I have a Wii U, but that's like collecting dust. Our Wii gets more use than the Wii U does. And let's see. And I only paid like $40 for my yeah. I'd love to get a capture card and a PC. A decent capture card too, because you can't just buy any old capture card. This is starting to get really difficult here. I mean, capture cards are essential. That's what I want, at least. That's the minimum I want for a computer, is one that's decent. It can handle, like, decent quality live streams. Like, I don't need no 4K live streams. I don't even have a 4K TV. Aw, man, I almost was able to hit him. Next, I'll probably live stream Knack, just because I have it. I don't know, people hate that game a lot, but I've never really had any issues with Knack. But that's only because I bought it for like $10. That's what my old TV was, a 720p, but then we got a, like, a 52-inch Samsung, OLED TV for only $100. And I had to trade my old TV, which was perfect, because then that old TV got smashed from someone. But we traded it, and they needed cash, and they didn't need the TV. So we just bought it from them. We're just like, okay. The speakers on it kind of suck is the only thing. Like, they're, like, blown, but we got, like, a cheap sound bar that sounds fine. But my old TV was, like, it's not that it was a 720p, but it was just, like, really mediocre. Like, the buttons would do random shit. Like, if you tried to turn it off, sometimes it would just do the volume, and it would just be weird, or change the channel if you pressed a button. It wasn't all there. And I died, and that really sucks. I'm probably gonna lose all my lives. That's when I'll stop the live stream, is if I lose all my lives, or if I beat him, is when my live stream will end. I usually don't let my live streams run too long, because I have things to do usually. But Yeah, Sony's are like really good TVs. Sony and Samsung, we had an Element TV, that's what it was an Element, which is like the bargain bin TV. And it was brand new too at the time also. Yeah. It is. When there's someone to actually talk to, it helps, because like I usually limit it if I don't, because I'll probably end up playing for like 4 hours, but I don't usually I don't do it too long because my internet is terrible, and also Brittany comes home from work, and like I don't want to be live streaming and yakking when she's like hanging out. But when I get a VR, it will be so much better, because then I can, like, when she's home and watching TV, I can just throw the headset on and play any game in cinema mode. And then I have, like, a second TV. That's what happens to me sometimes. Like, either someone comes in, it's like the end of the live stream, but sometimes I have to go, because I always have something to do. Oh my god, this battle is getting intense. Light and darkness swirling around! When will the chaos end? Oh. No! I can't believe I did that. I was reading in the comment. Oh. But I can do this. I got this. It usually takes me a few tries to beat bosses. Except if it's like the first boss in the first game, because it's like wicked easy to beat the boss in the first game. Nice. Sweet, more people. There's still more to do in this game, like you can just beat it. But then there's also the time trials, which they did for every game. They added in time trials. It's so hard in the first game because they're not even built like that. Fancy. Fancy gamer. Nice. Holy cow. Hope he doesn't judge my playing. Which I don't care if people judge my gaming. The only thing I have for a rule is just like no politics, because that's when like everyone just starts fighting and it gets like tiresome, and I'm just so tired of just going online and seeing political things all the time. It's exhausting. Yeah. Nah, I figured he was cool. I mean, you're cool, so I figured. I'm doing terribly. That time I ran into it. Although this is definitely not as hard as the last boss battle in the first game. Because that was actually really hard. I lost like 60 lives trying to beat that. I can definitely beat this. Even if I get a game over, I will continue, because I can just redo levels and do like speed runs and stuff. I still have relics to get, but in this game, it's easier to get relics because they were built with them in mind, whereas the first two games are super hard to get relics. Like, I end up, like, almost, like, sitting there and snapping the controller in half. I bet I can do that, too, because the PS4 controllers are kind of flimsy-ish. Except the ones I have aren't that flimsy, but my brother's, when he got his PS4, one of the controllers squeaked when I would squeeze it hard when stuff would get tense and fall out. That's another game to live stream, is Fallout. Like, Nice. Like, are you going to adopt him, or is he your son traveled from the future, like, traveled back in time to see what was like in the year, 2017, where, the internet wasn't as great, and, you needed headsets. You needed UMDs to, experience virtual reality. What? I had him! That friggin' explosion. Damn it. That happened out of nowhere. I saw the mine, I jumped, but the explosion caught me, and I was right there. I can beat him. I can do this. But yeah, I almost lost my mind. And I even sat on the floor because the newer PS4 controllers. Are you kidding me? Again. Oh, nice. Yeah, he's still young enough to be an exchange student, and you can just, like, steal him. Or is he, like, just of Indian descent? Or is he just from India? Either way, you can just steal him. Oh, well there you go. Yeah, you can just have him as an exchange student, and then you can just, like, steal him. Like at school. Come on. Get in there. Get in the hole. No, not me. Ah. Man, this... Uh-oh. I don't know if that was him. He may have left. But man, I can't wait for GT Sport. It's a weird year because in, it's been 20 years. No! You gotta be kidding me. Oh wait, I was gonna say, maybe I could get an Aku Aku mask, but, yeah, he's a little busy right now. Because that's what happens when you die a few times, is they give you Aku Aku masks. I don't remember if they did that in the, like, the first two games, or even in any of them. Ugh, there we go. Why did I run into that? I'm gonna lose all my lives before I beat this. Oh, okay, cool. Because I don't know if I've played enough of it to die enough times, or I just didn't have enough lives, because I know in the first game I would just die constantly. And I would never get enough lives to really get it to do that. I was really terrible. It feels weird. I have this, like, see-through black original PS1 controller, and that's what I use. It doesn't have analog sticks. You can't use analog sticks in the first one anyway. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I was just like, he's a little busy right now. I don't know if you've played any of the games past this one, but I did play Wrath of Cortex, which was for PS2. And That one's not that great. It's alright. At the time when I was a kid, I thought it was okay. I just played it because it was newer, so the graphics I thought were better, but they haven't aged well for Wrath of Cortex. Like, the original trilogy for PS1 have aged better. And then there's Crash Nitro Kart. I thought that one was fine. We didn't think it was good as Crash Team Racing, though. I played Crash Tag Team Racing and I hated it. Oh, I died! Yeah, that's what I did. I never owned the other ones. I played Crash Twin Sanity, and people say that one's really good. I never really knew people actually liked that one, because when I played it, I thought it was really weird. Because there was one part we were just kind of like playing, and I'm just like, this game isn't that bad. But then I saw like Cortex dressed as Coco, and I'm just like, oh, what? And this was when I was much younger, so I was like, what? Like, now I think that's hilarious. And then like, there was one part when they were tumbling down mine shaft, and I was playing that part, and like, I stopped, and one of the idle animations was Crash had Cortex over his knee, and he was spanking him, and me and my friend had our mouths just like, what? We had no words. This was like when we were in our teens. Like, now I would think that that's like so hilarious, but back then we were just like, I was just like, what? Yeah, there was some awkwardness with those games. Like, it's more of an adult game. If it wasn't a Crash game, I bet it would have been even like if they just didn't use Crash's name for it, and they just made like some weird game, it probably would have been better received. Because like an adult cartoon sort of way, it's kind of funny. Like, it's like really slapsticky, and it kind of reminds me of like Ren and Stimpy or something, in a way. Or like Looney Tunes. It's weird, and I'm going to die. I'm gonna lose all my lives. I'm going to die. You've seen the dudes in the second world in the first Spyro game where they moon... Yes! That was so funny. Like, me and my sister, like, we were so young, and we saw that. We couldn't contain our laughter. Like, now I still think that that's hilarious, too. That was probably one of my favorite things about that game. Like, especially since games never really did that. Come on! Damn it! But you would never see them ever do that in games, and you never saw it in any of the other ones. That's why I thought it was my... Yeah, so... Yeah, so you're like 5 years older than me or something, right? I think. I don't know. Yeah, you're not much older than me then. Because that game was only like a year old when I was playing Spyro. No, you're only like probably like 4 or 5 years older than me. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna be 24 next month. And I'm going to lose this. that's true, yeah, you... But I mean, that's not much older, because I was born... Well, then again, you were older, you were old enough to even appreciate the older generation. Because I was only like... I was born in 93, so... Yeah, I'm not like... I was 2 when the PS1 came out, so yeah. I lived in the middle of the woods, so... I never really... I mean... I never really had technology besides a game console and a TV with an antenna. No cable, no internet, except for we did have internet for a short time, but it got expensive and our computer died. But otherwise, it was just our PS2, our PS1. We did get a PS3, and it kind of sucked because we didn't have internet, so a lot of later games are super buggy. Got them. Because a lot of later games in the PS3 era needed, like, day 1 patches for them to work properly. Yeah, we didn't have landlines either. We lived on a generator. My friend had dial-up, though. And it was Walmart Connect. $10 a month. It was terrible. Yes! At 0 lives, I beat this game. I could have probably done a little better, but at 0 lives, I beat this game.
This is not fair. Maybe I
Oh my god, my legs. I have an X-Rocker, by the way.
Big drink. And a woman with nice, big bags of ice for my head.
I love that game.
It's not over, Bandicoot. There are still...
Yeah, I saw you leave for a quick second and come back. And a woman with nice, big bags of ice for my head. I love that part. That's probably like my favorite thing. Alright, I guess I could try... let me see the time first. Alright, I'm gonna have to stop in a little while. For, like, I'm gonna do some time relic levels. And then I'm gonna stop because I have a few things to do. Like clean dishes and stuff. What games do I have? Let's see, for PS4, I have to get down on the ground. I have Knack, Atari Flashback Classics Volume 1, Fallout 4, Ratchet & Clank, Little Big Planet 3. This, I'm gonna have GT Sport in 2 weeks, because that's when it comes out. I have that pre-ordered. What should I do? And Prey. That's another one I have. For PS4 games, literally only a Little Big Planet is the only game I have for online. Not yet. One moment. I do want to get the platinum relic for this, because I can do that. That'll be the one quick thing.
Coco, if you have already retrieved a levels crystal, then you will find a floating clock when you enter for the second time. This floating clock activates time trial mode. Grab it, and the clock.
I want to end this on a decent note.
To get the best
after all that failure of me losing all my lives.
Elements will change.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was just like, wait, how is she commenting? It's weird. I wonder if I'll see fake crash. Let's do this. I'm running like the ultimate warrior. Tubes. That's true. I did beat the game. I do want to 100% it, but I don't know if I ever will. I never have the time, and I don't have the patience. I could do this. I can platinum this. I don't think I'll platinum it because I've taken too long, but I bet I can get gold. Yeah. YouTube is the greatest liar. Conspiracy. Oh yeah. Gold relic first try. And then I will end this. I just wanted an epically good note. Make it look like I'm actually that good. Oh yeah, I remember that. My brother kept trying to do it, and I sat there for like 2 hours watching him mess up the whole time. You know what? I will do that. That's the next thing I should do. That will be my last thing. I will do that. I will gold relic it. I don't know if I'll get a gold relic, but at least a relic. Orient Express. Yes. This game, I will say, it is much easier to do relics than the first 2 games on this, because they added relics for the first and second game, and my god, the first game is so hard to do relics. Like, it's actually, like, wicked frustrating. And I missed it, but I'm gonna get a game over, so first, I gotta get a life. And now I can do it. There. Oh, boy! He's gone. And I'm losing my voice anyway. Again! I missed it. How? Why? I'm so terrible. Like, I can't even believe it. Yeah, it's a good level to actually do that. I would usually do the first level, too. Oh my god. Ah, I should have got that. Because now I'm gonna be, like, dead probably. Yep, just like that. But the good news is you don't lose lives for it. I would say the only disappointing thing with this remaster is the fact that there's loading screens. But it is explained that, because like in the original on the PS1, yeah, there we go, game over. And so, yeah, there's loading screens in the... There was no loading screens, because it would only load what you could see in the level, and not what... Yeah. That's what I mean, yeah. They do need the loading screens, because it loads the whole level, whereas in the original, it would just load the part of the level you could see. So, like, that's why there was essentially no loading screens in the original. Come on, I can't believe I missed that again. It's kind of weird trying to steer this in this one. Damn it. That's what was explained, was that they just load the whole level. They'll probably do the loading thing where they fly fly. I hope they do that too. That actually makes it sweet. I like how they do that in oh, okay, there we go. I'm all set. Even though I just wasted it there. Oh, I missed that time. That's gonna cost me. I know, that's what happens with me when I'm watching Achievement Hunter play this game. How did I not get a time thing at all? No! Okay, well I gotta end it there anyway, but I'm gonna go to the main menu. How did I not get it? Maybe I just didn't like sit there and go like this enough. Go. But yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah. It's terrible. I know I'm bad. I'm super bad and I'm losing my voice. Alright. This is gonna be the end then. I'm gonna end this here. And there we go. Yeah, that's the thing. I missed a couple of boxes. I will see you later, and I don't know when my next live stream is. Probably next week. Alright. Enjoy yourself. You don't have to watch this loser play anymore. I'm just kidding. Alright. I beat the game, and that's all that matters. See you later.